know, she just told me, and I'll tell you. And then what the temple made her own. She had to watch 2 tables and stuff.
Yeah, that's now I've done.
You're doing a hell of a job, I know, you're experienced. I know. Okay, thank you. Oh, good, you got a rag to clean the bowl.
It's right there. shot?
This is Trick and Fancy.
Okay, welcome back to the Artistic Pool and Trick Shot Association as we start into the finals now with the final top 12 shooting. Real quick, I'll give you a quick rundown of how we finished today. We had first place currently is Jimmy Gray, Andy Siegel second, Gabby Rizov is third, Nick Nicolaitis fourth, Gil Olsen fifth, Dave Nagel is sixth, Abram Diaz seventh, Tom Rossman eighth, Steve Markle ninth, Paul Dano 10th, Tom Kinsel 11th, and Jason Lynch is 12th. And we're going to have the first rounds here. What you're going to see right now is Jason, the Michigan kid, Lynch, is going to be shooting first versus Gilbert Bulldog Olsen. He's changed his handle from Trainwreck to Bulldog for you those watching. And my name is Jim Coach Barnard from San Diego. Had a great day and a great tournament here. So we're going to be shooting Jason's first shot. Let's take a look and see what his shot is that he has chosen. We hope you've been enjoying watching this on live stream today. Let's take a quick look here. I'm trying to see what he's setting up. This is better known. This is called a pinball shot. Consists of hitting 6 rails altogether. Sticks in the middle of the table. A few other items in there if we have it. Might even see a wash machine or two out there. Here we go. What we have here is Jason, Michigan Kid Lynch, had finished 12th playing Gilbert to Bulldog Olsen, who finished 5th. One of these will be eliminated and move on. The other that moves on will be the winner. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Down there, comes on over. Here we go. Hits the ball and almost makes it. Not quite. Made a great effort with that, a great effort. Just kind of run out of steam at the last. He's going to go ahead and set it up again. And for those of you who couldn't hear what he'd said, when he strikes the first 2 balls frozen by the side pocket, one goes inside, the other shoots down the rail. Cue ball travels now 1, 2 rails, comes over, hits the stick, which drops the ball in the corner and in the side, rides the stick down to hit the rack, which causes another ball to fall in the corner. Slides down and off the rack over to the last ball that's waiting on a piece of chalk. Hits the piece of chalk in the ball and knocks it off and makes it in the corner. Call this our pinball machine shot. Machine action. Any of those that are out there in the California area and you ever get down to San Diego, be sure to check out Abe Too Tall Diaz and myself, Coach. We have our own website, www.sandiegoPoolandTrickshots.com. Please visit it and check it out. Here goes Jason again. Now, goes down and around, hits the sticks, comes down off the rack, comes on over, hits the ball, and it hangs. All right, looks like I'm going to try this one more time now. While we're waiting, I want to remind you we've got the sponsors here is McDermott Hughes, We have Fiddlesticks Billiard Cafe in North Canton. We have One Shot Billiards in New Jersey. We also have billiardcommunity.com are some of the sponsors that we have here. Be sure to visit all the websites and all the different companies that we do have. Pro over there at Fiddlesticks is Chris Zuder. And although you're not watching them on live stream, they have Abe Too Tall Diaz shooting against all to the semifinals. All right, looks like Jason's almost set up now. Gonna give it his final try. Mission Kid comes out of Standish, Michigan. He has sponsorships with Q's, Decent Q's, Inside Pool Magazine, Delta 13 Racks. He currently is the Q Dean E champion, winner of the Sears Hit Us With Your Best Shot video contest, 2008 World Jump Champion, 2007 U.S. Open Stroke Champion. He's 13th in the world in artistic pool. He's author of Trickology, Inside Pool Magazines, and Trick Shot articles there. Jason has a very, very powerful stroke when he shoots draws and massays. Here we go. 1-2, hit stick, here we go, down off the rack, coming over, he's going to get it this time, falls over and catches the corner of the pocket. Great effort, Jason, great effort. All right. Now, what happens here is Jason had picked this shot, and now we've got Gilbert, the Bulldog Olsen. He must make the same attempt and try to make that shot, and then he will come back and pick a shot. They each pick the shot that the other one has to try to accomplish. It's a total of 10 shots here. One with the most points at the end is the one that goes on. I hope everybody out there, sound is coming through and the video is looking great for today. If you do have good video and good sound, please let us know. If you've got questions, we'll try to answer them. And setting up the shot to let you know the top 4 players in the first round finish get an automatic bye. Here we go, his first attempt. There we go. Hit just a little bit off on that. He's going to have to try and set it up again. Now we're waiting for him to go ahead and reset the balls. As again, the top 4 will get a first round bye, and that will be James, Andy Siegel, Gabby Stovey, Nick Nicholas, and James Gray. James Gray, of course, finished first. Comes around, rides down, comes over, hits the rack. Is it going to get there? Hits the ball, and he made it. Oh, and he had a ball hanging down at the butt end of the stick that didn't drop. It looked so sweet as he made that attempt. And he's going to have to set it up and try it one more time. Give you a little background. The Bulldog, he comes out of Colchester, Connecticut. His sponsors is Simona's Cloth, Poison Cues, Predators, P&D Studios. His achievements have been the 2008 Artistic Masters Sportsmanship Award, a 2009 Follow Champion, and a 2010 Massé Champion, which he has just earned for the tournament for today. What they do at the end of each discipline, which we have a total of 8, the one who gets the highest score or scores a perfect round kind of earns the massé or earns the championship medal. And I know Andy, I believe, has earned 3 of the 8. And the Bulldogs earned 1. I don't have the list in front of me at the time, but I will get that for you shortly. Okay, thanks for those out there letting us know about the video and the sound. Here we go. Bulldogs getting ready to shoot again. And round 2, 3, here he comes down, rack over, watch the ball come over, and it just misses the 8. It's his third and final try, and he failed to make that shot as well. So at the current status, both who did not score, they both are still tied. And we'll get up and see what the Bulldog is going to choose. Okay, take a look and see what he's setting up here. 9 shots that they tried, for those that are interested, our 9-point shot on the first attempt. It's our second most difficult shot in this discipline. Let's see what he's doing here. Okay, again, as he said, he must make the ball that he's shooting go into corner curve. It comes off the edge of the ball. It banks that ball all the way down, and the ball nearest goes into the other corner pocket, leaving it there, and he makes that one on his first attempt for 7 points. So he's got 7 points going for him at the moment. And we're going to come up and 7 points right now scored for Gilbert. We've got a list now of who have got all the different medals for today. Trick and Fancy was Andy. Prop and Novelty also was Andy. Follow was Andy. The Draw was won by David Nagel. Bank and Kick was Bruce, the big man. And the Stroke was Jamie Gray. Massé, of course, was by Gilbert. He missed the first attempt there, so now the points are now worth 6. kid gets ready to shoot the second attempt. And the ball that banked down the corner failed to go in. Just catching the corner. Anybody that's ever shot on diamond tables knows that on professional tables like this, these tables are some of the tightest pockets in the world. Probably about 4 1/4 to 4 3/8 clearance. Well, as you know that the ball itself is 2 1/4 inches, you have not very little room for error. Ball comes off the rail slightly, it'll catch the corner and kick out. Here he goes, third attempt. All right, he scored it on the third attempt, and now he got a total of 5 points for that. All right, we'll see what they're going to pick for their next shot. Getting ready to shoot a shot we call the karate chop shot, I believe. Now what he does is lay the cue, must actually lifts the tip of the cue up just slightly. He hits it with the back of his hand like a karate chop, jams it into the cue ball, which hits the ball and draws back. He draws back to the head string. He gets 3 points, touches that foot rail, which he did. That is worth 6 points. They get a total of 3 tries. Now, if he hits the end of the table and it bounces back out to the called the kitchen line again, then he picks up 9 points total. The second most difficult shot that we have in our discipline too. Okay, you want to know if the up and over he misses, he still has one. Your question is, does the up, over, and under shot qualify as a massé or prop novelty shot? Okay, it's not the massé shot. That shot comes under, I'll find it here in our book. I'll let you know which one it is. I believe it's in the prop novelty. Take a look here to see. I'll find that and get back with you. It looks like he got a total of 6 points off of that. All right, Jason is going to go ahead and try the same shot. All right, that comes under prop and novelty is what that one is. The up, over, around, and under shot. That's our second degree of difficulty. That has a 7-point advantage if they would take care of that. I hope that answers the question out there to the person who'd ask it. This shot becomes very difficult for the people who are a little bit vertically challenged like myself, because it's a long reach out there. He hits it and doesn't get enough draw. You have to lift the tip up very gently, holding the stick so it doesn't get knocked out of your hand and doesn't cause the cue to jump the table, which can occur very easily. And then you hit it with a karate chop, acting kind of like a pop, and get the backspin going to get that to draw back. Oh, you're very welcome out there. If you have any other questions, please be sure and drop us a line. Let us know what's going on. All right, here we go again. Let's see if Jason can pick something up here. Yeah, they decided to use a different stick. Hit that with a pretty good pop. Is he going to get back and get into the 3-point? No, he didn't quite get there. Again, because of the degree of difficulty, this is a very difficult shot. It's the second most difficult choice of shots that we have. And having to keep the cue under the bridge, which means you're only going to lift the stick up less than 1/8 of an inch, get it just slightly off. You're really stretched out. Here we go. He got a great shot there. Now, did he get back out for the 9? Or did he get the 9?
You got a great 9 points out of that. Great job.
All right. Let's see what we're going to have here for Jason, what he's going to pick out of this.
I'd like to remind the players.
Okay, currently,
The score out there is Jason, Michigan Kid, has 14, and the Bulldog, Gilbert,
has 13. All right, here we go. Jason's laid the cue stick across the table. He's got his one ball hanging in the corner, another ball right up underneath the crutch, or the bridge as we call it, at the 1 diamond line. And what he's going to have to do, he's going to take the cue ball, set it behind. He has to make the ball all the way down into the corner, jumping over the rail, over the crutch, drawing back into the ball in the corner pocket. This is probably one of the oldest shots that we have in competition. We've had in there. It's been around. Not really sure who invented it, who brought it in, but just to let everybody know, it's a great shot. Over, comes back and makes the shot on his first attempt. But he did make the ball that went down into the corner. there might be some people for that question about massé cues. There might be someone who might prefer to use a massé stick with this. That would, in reality, that'd make it pretty difficult. You're better off using a standard stick. I've yet to see anyone that uses a massé stick. That doesn't mean it's not feasible, but I don't think very many people are going to choose that to shoot it. Here we go. Draws back, makes a shot, and he missed the ball. Going in the long, down at the other end of the table. Looks like Jason came up with 0 on that. All right, here we go. We got the Bulldog coming up, trying to make the shot now. Goes. Looks like he didn't quite hit that like he wanted to. This is an 8-point shot if you score this on the first attempt. He's now shooting for 7 points. It's a very fun shot to do. Very entertaining at the same time. Some people shoot this with the cue ball almost on top of the ball up there. It gets very close, so each one has their preferences and how they like to shoot it. And he went up and over, but he caught the edge of the table. All right, he's going to give it one more try. He'll be shooting for 6 points now. Let's see if he can make this shot. If he's able to get the shot in, he will go in the lead at this stage. So here we go. Third and final try for the Bulldog. And he missed the ball going down into the end of the table. So he as well only got a total score of 0. He still has 13, and the Michigan kid still has 14. It looks like the Michigan kid's going to be up here in just a moment. We're going to take a short commercial break right now where the kid is sitting there trying to figure out what shot he's going to come up with. We'll be right back.
Since 1975, McDermott Cue has consistently raised the performance standards for what billiard players expect from a high-performance cue. Introducing the highest evolution in shaft technology. Our new G-Core shaft features a triple-layer design which reduces vibration and minimizes shaft distortion. The patented Intimidator iShaft series incorporates a full-length carbon fiber core that results in the most radical consistent shaft on the market, from our ball-breaking big boy shaft to the surgical precise i3 shaft. McDermott Cue. Hardcore performance for hardcore players. Since 1975, McDermott Q has consistently raised the performance standards for what billiard players expect from a high-performance cue. Introducing the highest evolution in shaft
Seen
technology.
Mike Massey and many people shoot this on ESPN many times. It's called the circular draw. He freezes one ball right up next to the side pocket. Can they hear him talking? Okay. If anybody didn't get that, please let us know. We'll make sure you understand. Again, they call it a circular draw. He's got to make the ball he's going to hit. Cue ball bounces off the rail out, so it clears the ball and draws all the way down the table to the end. It's a very difficult shot. There's not a lot of artistic pool players are able to shoot this shot in any consistent manner. It is a very difficult shot. There he goes, draws down and pops it on the first attempt. That's a great shot. That's the most difficult in the draw. That's 10 points. 10 points for Jason. That shot looks so pretty and sweet when it's executed properly. Very difficult shot. People out there, and if we get any answer on the people out there that says they can hear him talking when he's describing the shot. Here we go with the Bulldog trying it now. And he failed to make the ball that he was aiming at. Okay, he's trying his second attempt now for 9 points. And again, that's the ball he's aiming at. He just missed that shot. He's going to try his third attempt for 8 points. No, this shot here is not used with the massé. It's used with a normal stick. And he would come up dry on that when he failed to make anything. This is a draw shot, a super draw shot, not a massé shot. We'll be getting into massé shots a little later down the road for those who are looking for the massés to come out. They're good shots, but they're not ready to shoot them at the moment. Have to make some selections out of each discipline, a total of 8 disciplines. We're in the draw category right now. Going to be in the follow category. That's a pretty shot. I believe I told you this was in the follow. This is a draw shot. So it's a shot with a draw stroke on this. It's an 8-point shot. Got 8 points off of that. Those 2 balls that he's striking are a total of 4 balls from the center pocket, the outside ball there. And they both are frozen. He sets the cue ball slightly outside of that, shoots it with a draw stroke, hitting the outside ball very thin and it forces it to come over in the draw stroke also then as it hugs, and it changes where the tangent line is, because when you look at the tangent line for the shot, it's about a good ball width away. The stroke, etc., moves the ball with the tangent line over towards the side, forces it before it releases and goes into the side pocket. There goes Jason. The kid shoots and almost makes it. You notice they hit just a little bit from the side pocket. I think he needs to hit just a little thinner on that. He hit a little too much ball. This has to be a very super thin hit. The thinner they hit, the better the shot. Going in, better the chances. Sure, we'll see what we can do about turning the audio up. Is that getting a little better here? Let's see. Try this. How's that? 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me out there a little bit? That a little better? You may want to check your computer out there too as well to make sure you got plenty of sound on your computer. There we go, and he gets the shot. Great shot. That would be a 7 points. Second attempt. Okay. Scoring at the moment. 31 for the Michigan Kid. And 21 for the Bulldog. As they shoot this tournament playoffs, sometimes they don't go through the full set of shots because they will reach a point if someone has the lead that no matter if they shot the highest scoring shot we have, which would be 10, make it on the first, they still could not win even if their opponent missed the shot completely. At that time, they would just automatically finish the playoff spot. Okay, here we go. This shot here, it's a follow shot. It's a fun shot here. What he's going to do is he's going to drive the cue ball into the first ball, froze on the rail, which will now go down and kick the second ball, froze on the rail. Those two will clear and get out of the road. Cue ball continues. It's a 9 point. As I started to say, then the cue ball stays and hugs the rail, running down to make the 9 ball setting on the third or the first diamond. Okay, he's going to give it another shot. Again, as we say, when he drives that cue ball into the ball at the third diamond, it causes it to start to come off the rail, and it picks that second ball from the back side, causing it to completely get out of the road. So the first 2 balls get out of the road, the cue ball. Cue ball at that point has contacted the rail, stays right there, and this hugs the rail, goes down to make the 9 ball, which is at the first diamond. Just like that. Great shot, great shot.
He got 8 points for that.
All right, now the kid's going to get up and try to do the same thing. Some people freeze that ball that's got to go in the pocket on the rail, and some bring it off just ever so slightly. It all depends on the player, their stroke, and how they follow through and make the ball. Didn't quite get that cue ball to stay in on the rail. You'll have to give it a second try. That, come up here, set. his second attempt. First one, someone out there said they hit it with top left full ball hit on the one. Correct. That's basically how you're going to hit it. You do need to put a little, as we call, left English or to the outside edge of the table, which helps hold that cue to the rail. I see too that we've got the audio a little bit better. We do. We're glad you can hear us better. Here we go. Kid's getting ready to shoot. Third try. He hit it just a little bit wrong, and he had no score on that shot. Hey, Gilbert picked up 8 points. He was at 21. He's now at 29. And the kid is holding still at 31. 2-point difference at the moment. Let's see what the kids got set up here. The follow shot. He strikes the ball there on the 1x1 diamond. Cue ball hits off the foot rail over to the long rail, goes on back down to make the ball in the corner pocket. There we go. And just a little bit wide. You need to put a little bit of that particular angle from where he's shooting. He needs to put just a little bit of high right on that shot. Sometimes you want to put almost 2:30, 3 o'clock hit, all depending on the contact point that you're shooting. That's an 8-point shot, by the way. All right, he's going to make his second attempt. Now he's going to be trying to make 7 points. This shot, as for you people are watching, like I said, is put on the 1x1 diamond, and the cue ball must be placed behind the line that goes down to the middle diamond. He gets up into the somewhere between the second and the third diamond, past the center line of the table. There we go. Now that looks much better coming in, and he just ever so slightly missed that shot. That was his third attempt. And he got 0 on that as well. Okay, so now we've got a chance for the lead to change. If the Bulldog can turn around and make this shot, he will take the lead. Bulldog's currently trailing the kid now, 29-31. Let's see if he can make his shot. Here we go. Shoots 1-2 rail. Look at that ball coming down. Looks like he's got a he hit a little too much side spin on it. Where the kid was shooting a little less side spin, he turned around and shot a little too much side spin. On top, it's got it to come around too soon. A little bit of English one way or the other. really has a large effect on how this ball reacts when it comes off that second rail. Alright. He's going in to make a little bit of adjustment, probably where he hits the ball, his stroke. And he missed the ball. Alright, he's got his third and final shot coming in. Here we go, and he failed to make the shot as well.
So he still is trailing.
By 2 points. Okay, we'll see what we've got going.
While they're both there and they're deciding what shot that they want to shoot. Just a quick reminder of our sponsor. We do have the McDermott cues, great cues. Fiddlesticks Billiards Cafe in North Canton, Ohio. Pro is Chris Zuger out there. We've got One Shots Billiards out of New Jersey. We also have billiardcommunity.com out of there. If you ever get a chance to stop at some of these places, please stop in. Let them know where you heard about them. They'll be glad to hear. Okay, here we go. Looks like he's going to be picking up a couple of sticks. All right, this is a great shot to shoot. It's a fun shot. It involves 6 rails. Got a contact. Ball's going to do all kinds of things. Just to let you know. I was lucky enough in the tournament. I shot this shot and was able to score with it. I don't score it that often, but boy, when it goes in, it is so sweet a feeling. He's going to lay the 2 cues frozen to each other. It's going to be the butts are going to be frozen at the short end of the table at about the first diamond and a half. He puts the object ball frozen to cue ball somewhere behind the center line. His object then, and he hangs the ball over the side pocket. Now what he's going to have to do is follow through, stroke the shot, make the ball he's frozen to down in the corner. The cue ball then starts its trek, and it will go the 1, 2, 3, 4 rails. It comes over, hits the stick, rides the stick down, hits 5th and 6th rail, and it comes back over, making the ball in the side pocket. I see the comment there. Everybody is very shocked to know who made that shot on that follow. That is made frequent. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 rail. Kicks the 5th rail, 6th rail. Here it comes right at the side. Oh, and he hits a little too short of the rail. Missed it less than 1/4 of an inch. What the adjustment that he probably will make on that shot, since he was almost perfect, all you do, you just have to either go a little bit higher, or a little bit lower. Shooting at 12 o'clock is a great way to hit that on the cue ball, and he probably just adjusts his stroke speed just slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Off the cue. 5, 6 rail. Now it's coming over to the side pocket. Just missing the pocket as well. Stroke speed is everything. There's not a lot of adjustment other than trying to either increase or decrease your stroke just slightly. If you're hitting it perfect like that and getting those 4 rails prior to the stick, you want to hit that stick underneath the center towards the butt end. All right, here he goes, 3rd and final try. Off and running, and he hit the corner pocket. that happens. And he made no score off of that. We've got the Bulldog, Gilbert, coming up right now. Take a look and see what the Bulldog's going to be trying to make the same shot now. Again, this is a 9-point shot. Should the Bulldog make this shot on any one of his 3 tries, he will take the lead. He still is currently trailing by only 2 points. See, we got a Steve Markles fan out there. Steve would be glad to hear that. Trying to pick who's going to win this tournament is very, very hard. Here we go. He made 4 rails. There's a stick, the 5th, 6th rail. And he already knew that he didn't have a chance. He'd forgotten to do one thing. He forgot to put the ball over by the side, so he could have hit it perfect and it wouldn't have mattered. Taking his look at it. This time he does have the ball sitting in the side pocket. He gets down. You notice he put the ball farther back down on behind the center pocket. No, and he comes over and he gets a little bit too close to that side pocket to get in. So he has one more chance. Again, as I stated, some people, they can move up the ball that they are frozen to all the way up, touching the center line. They can't go over it. And then they freeze the cue ball and line it up directly so they can make it in the corner. Others move it back about a full diamond. And that's the case with the Bulldog. He's a full diamond back behind the center line. And each individual is different. Their stroke, where they have an aiming point. He made his 4th attempt. Caused it to miscue and jump, so he in turn still has 0. All right. Doesn't seem at this time that anybody wants to get any points to try to change the lead. So here we go. All right, so now we've got the Bulldog coming up. What he's picking here. This is a 10-point shot that he's doing. He places Ob's ball a couple of balls distance from the cue ball. He wants to bank it down to the end rail, come back, kiss the side of the cue ball on the pocket side and carry him into the side pocket. Sounds like a very easy shot, but you have to be very accurate to make sure you shoot a stop shot with the cue ball. No drift, no forward or draw. It'll come back up and make it. You're only about a ball and a half distance off the rail as well. There goes, ball comes and catches inside the corner. Good attempt. That's how close you are to that long rail. You're only about a ball and a half off. Ball and a quarter, ball and an eighth, somewhere in that vicinity. Each person has their own individual place they like to set it. You may add just a little inside English to the cue ball as it's a stop shot. Here
comes the shot, comes back. Oh, and he missed the shot. He got underneath. Second attempt failed. Yeah, we sure would like to see you out here. Eric out here today would have been fun, but Eric had some other commitments. Plus, he's getting ready to get married in the near future, and he's got his own business going. He's got so many irons in the fire right now. He just wasn't able to commit to come here. We sure miss him. He's a great guy. All right. And he scored on that. That was his third attempt, and that gave him 8 points. So with that, at this stage, he's now taking the lead slightly by 6 points. But of course, now here we go. The Michigan kid's going to try and see if he can hang on to the lead. See, we got a great friend of Steve here, watching him out of Philly. Yeah, Steve is a great guy, as is all of our trick shot artists. Steve's going to be coming up on the next match on live stream, just so those out there fans of Steve know. He's going to be shooting Tom, Dr. Q, Rossman. It's going to be a great match. All right, here we go. He's getting ready to shoot the shot now. Down and comes back. Oh, and hits on the wrong side of the cue ball in his first attempt. This ball has to be really focused and shot so straight. That little inside English, from the direction he's doing, he wants to put a little 9 o'clock English, probably about a quarter to half a tip outside of center, so he still gets the stop shot. And in the left English, when it hits the rail, causes it to take slight right English and comes down on the inside part of the cue ball. Is that his second or third attempt? Third. Okay, here goes Mason Kidd. Decided to go to the other side of the table, shooting his third attempt now. Top left. Chalk up. Here he goes. Gets down, gets ready. Shoots down. Here we go. Coming back up. Oh, and he almost makes it, but he failed to make it. He got a 0 on that. So we now have a lead change. Gilbert is now in the lead by 6 points.
Gilbert has 37, and Jason has 31. Gets to be very challenging to figure out what shot to shoot to try to take advantage of your opponent. You want to be able to make your shot, make it difficult for him at the same time, and hope he doesn't make it. And it's very disheartening if your opponent makes the shot you chose and you fail to make it. This is a stroke shot value of 6 points, trying to make it. Those, if you missed the description there, the ball is a ball frozen at the second diamond, and the cue ball and the other ball are frozen together, no more than one ball that's off the rail. And you shoot this shot with a stroke, it becomes a slight separation, and the cue actually catches up with it, hits it again, about halfway down, which causes it to go into the corner pocket. When you look at it originally when it's set up, it will not make it in the corner pocket, but with the continued speed of the cue ball catching up, it does hit it a second time. Sometimes it hits more than once, causes it to go in the corner pocket. It looks like Bulldog failed to make that shot, so he still has the lead, but he's hoping that the kid comes in and misses himself. Here we go. Kid gets down, gets ready to shoot the shot. He's all set. Trying to make this his first attempt coming up here. Again, this first attempt valued at 6. And he didn't quite make it, so he's going to try to shoot it again. Let's see if he can get 5. And with the 6-point lead, the kid makes it, there's no way that he will pick up the lead, but he can get himself very close to it. Here we go again. Oh, so close, so close. Not quite. All right. Kid's got one more chance here. Let's see if he can get it. Third try now. And he did not make the shot, so he got that 0. Let's see, he's going to be choosing the shot tomorrow. We'll see what he's doing. going to take a quick commercial break while the kid is making a choice, see what shot he's going to come up with. We'll be right back.
Our new G-Core shaft features a triple layer design which reduces vibration and minimizes shaft distortion. The patented Intimidator I-Shaft series incorporates a full-length carbon fiber core that results in the most radical consistent shaft on the market, from our ball-breaking big boy shaft to the surgical precise I-3 shaft. McDermott Q. Hardcore performance for hardcore play.
Glad that you. Welcome back. Here we are again. Jason's finally come up with a choice of the shot he's going to shoot. We'll take a look at it here as he sets it up. This shot here you've probably seen on TV many times, many times. It's a 9-point shot. He freezes 4 balls and the cue ball together, aimed at the corner pocket, about a diamond off or less. He can be up to as close as 1 ball width off the rail. He can't be closer than that. Then you hang a ball in the corner closest to you when you're shooting the shot. And the idea is to shoot and draw this shot, making at least one of the balls in the corner, drawing the cue ball around 1, 2, 3 rails around, back down to the corner table itself. And on a 9-foot table, that's traveling about 24, 25 feet. Mike Massé, when he shot this shot in one of his videos on trick shots, he used a strike ball to see what kind of beautiful spin and side spin this has. It really has a lot of side spin on it. There it goes, coming around. And he made the shot. What a shot that was. What a great shot. He got 9 points out of that. All right, now the pressure's on the Bulldog. Bulldog has to come up and make this shot with a 6-point lead. If he makes it on any attempt, he still will be able to hold the lead. If he fails to make this shot, he will take a 3-point deficit. Maybe a great choice there by the Michigan kid, putting a difficult shot, high difficulty on there, trying to get him to hopefully miss the shot for his sake. Looks like he's about ready to go. Still getting the balls tapped in there the way he likes them. Looks like we got Steve online right now. He'll be coming up shortly. I made a statement out there. It does help to have your own table practice. And if you don't have your own table, you can go out to a billiard hall and hopefully get some friends out there to practice with. Most of the trick shot artists, we all have our own tables to practice on, and it is very helpful, though, to go out there and shoot on your tables. It takes a lot of dedication to become extremely good at this. Some of these shooters, actually many of them I know, they practice 3, 4, 5 days a week, spending anywhere from 3 or 4 hours a day. I know one particular person spends approximately 6, 7 hours every day, 7 days a week practicing. He's competing right now on another table. His name is Abram Too Tall Diaz. I've seen him practice upwards into 10, 12 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. He's very dedicated to the sport. All right, here we go. He's all ready now to shoot the shot. Look at that go. He got so much draw and side spin on it. It came over, one of the balls that he hit came over and hit the ball hanging in the corner pocket, which caused him not to score on that. So he's going to do it again. Try the second time, see if he can get it 8 points. We have had some ladies, by the way, according to some of these comments, in our artistic pool. Stacy Hendricks, she's running the tournament, helped run the tournament days. She didn't compete. We've had some in the past. You do see Trick Shot Artists and ESPN. Those are by the WPBA ladies. In this field here that we're in, it's always open to women as well as men. There is no distinction. Everyone is just a trick shot artist. All right, here the bull comes. He's coming around. Try the shot again. What he's done is changed sides of the table. You may feel a little more comfortable down here. Hits the shot. Sounded like a miscue, but he shot a great shot at it. Coming around and gets 3 rails, but failed to make it. A little too much draw. Okay, he's going over the checkbook, probably for see what kind of adjustments he needs to make, if any. And each player has their own book with all the shots in it. They've made numerous notes over a period of time on what to do when a shot does certain things. When it's not doing certain things, what kind of adjustments you have to make. Here he comes back. He's regrouped now. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, it looks like he's about all set. He's chalking his stick up, getting ready to shoot now. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, so close. Hit both sides of it. Didn't get anything out of that. Got nothing out of that. So the score is now 40 to 37. All right, we got Jason Lynch coming up now. Very good shot here. Looks like he's chosen a jump shot.
10-degree difficulty shot he's chosen. What he's got to do is jump the cue ball over the ball in front of it, at the same time contacting it. It becomes a race, and then the cue ball goes down and goes into the pocket prior to the ball that he strikes as it jumps over, and they both must go into that pocket. Very difficult shot. I chose this shot myself in the tournament, and I was very happy. I was able to make the ball in the first attempt. It's a great feeling because this is a very difficult shot to make. All right, here we go. For those who are interested out there, these balls must be kept inside what we call the 2x2 area. 2 diamonds up and 2 diamonds over. Anywhere in that area you can place these balls to complete this shot. He's ready to go now. Up and over. Oh, so close, so close. A couple of things are going to happen on this shot here. You can miss this ball, which is very obvious, or you can hit it at not exactly straight. If you don't hit it exactly straight, then your cue ball goes off to one side and the opposite ball goes off to the other. You can also hit it straight with maybe a little English unintended, and as it comes off, the English causes the cue ball to jump out of line, and the ball that you hit does still continue on. So many numerous ways it can be made and or missed. Okay, Jason's going to try it again, and he's now going to be trying for 9 points. He definitely wants to try and make this, because if he makes this, he's going to put it on a little better lead against the Bulldog. Okay, Jason takes second. Now he's ready to go. Oh, he was offline a little bit. He's going to be coming up on his third and final attempt. We hope you're all enjoying watching the show out there. We're very happy we're able to have this live stream. He's lining up the shot again. He's going to try to make sure he gets it on his final attempt. He definitely is after points. If he fails to make this shot, and then his opponent comes in and makes it, his opponent has a chance to take back the lead. Get in the proper distance to make the jump that fits your stroke, so you can just clip the top of the ball, the angle, everything's involved in this to make sure it's correct, how it affects the ball. Some people move the cue ball within a ball or 2 ball widths away from the opposite ball. Some have it 3, 4, 5 ball widths away. My preference is about 10 to 12 inches away, which fits my stroke. Jason has it much closer to fit his stroke. Someone's wanting to know about Abe. He's currently shooting on the other table, which is not on live feed. All right, and he missed third attempt, so he gets a 0.
For those person who's asking about Abram Diaz, again, he is my partner on the website back there in San Diego. And again, my name is Jim Coach Barnard. We got Abram Too Tall Diaz shooting on the other table. Is this someone that happens to know not only Abe but myself? As soon as I get any information on Abe, he's shooting Paul Bucamdano. I see Abe, he's shooting the stack shot now. They stack a ball onto the corner, by the way, and then he hits the ball, knocks it out, and the ball drops down while the cue goes around 3 rails and then comes back and get it. I'll try to get the score on that over there and see how they're doing. You're not going to be able to see that on live feed, though. We only have cameras on the one table. All right, first attempt. He missed it. He kind of left the table and got the people over there on the watching the shots a little bit antsy and jumping. So sometimes some of these shots can get a little bit wild, and it can get dangerous for the people sitting too close to the table. The person that was asking about Too Tall has just seen him on his videos or online or talked to him or something like that. You out there that don't know, you can go to our website, www.sandiegopoolandtrickshots.com. Cue ball went in, and here he goes, and he gets it on the second attempt, and that gives him 9 points. 9 points for him. Now gets him up to 46 to 40. Now he has the lead. Have a lead change here. And that was what I was talking about a while ago is you pick a shot and you fail to make it, and then your opponent comes up and makes the shot. It can turn into a big disadvantage because now and then your opponent comes up and he's going to have a shot to pick and force you to shoot his shot. Let's see which choice he's taking. Okay, this is a 6-point shot he's doing. Oops, no, I'm sorry. I do apologize. That is not a 6-point shot. He must contact the rail, jump over the ball, continue on down the rail to make the ball end of the table. Makes the shot. Hey, Jamie, what was that shot he shot? Which, I mean, what this one's at? shot and made it. It was his third attempt, so he got 4 points. That was a 6-point shot that he got. Now we've got Jason coming up is going to try to shoot the same shot. It is. You must jam the cue ball off there and come on over. I don't think, if someone's asked if I've seen any of your videos, I don't recollect that I have. I may have looked at some. I see quite a few of them online at times. I just may not remember that. A person at my age sometimes has a shorter memory. So you know him. Okay, looks like Jason missed that. I am in the retirement age vicinity. If you've seen me on the live stream today, you see that I lack a little, as you call it, I'm follically challenged on my head. It becomes quite a shine up there. That's one reason I love San Diego. It's nice and warm, and I don't have to worry about cold weather getting the top of my head cold. All right, second attempt. He may try to miss the shot. That was his third attempt. So he now has still maintaining 40 to 46. Oh, looks like Bulldog's got 50 out of that because he got 4. That's right. There we go.
Just watching.
Any of those you're interested out there that are interested in shooting trick shots, please try to get in them. There's a lot of trick shot opportunities put on by Tom Rossman. APA has them, BCA has them, and you can get into which gets you, if you finish in the top first or second, you get some money to discount you into one of Tom's cups. And that way you're able to compete with the pros as well as good amateurs. And then you seeing what it's all like, and then come on into the artistic pool itself with all the pros. And that's how I got into it. All right, here we go. Makes his first attempt. Category he's trying. He's going to be shooting his second attempt. He started at 6 now. He's shooting for a 5-point shot. He's pinned in there on that shot. He has to bring it off, around, and down, make the ball. The first thing he does is shoot the opposite way and escapes from the rail that he's frozen to with the other balls. Then it comes off the end rail, bounces out with the massé taking effect as soon as it goes through the GAN, going down to the end rail to strike the 2 balls in the end rail pocket, causing it to go in the corner. So there's a little bit of a stroke and a lot of massé. There he goes, coming down and misses the shot. 3 attempts, he was unable to score on that. We got the kid coming up. The kid is now, at this point, is 10 points back. Looks like there's a little bit of a problem here. Let's see what he's got. ball behind the cue ball has to be exactly one chalk width behind it and one chalk width off the rail. You cannot contact any balls with your stick as you go over the shot to put this, they follow and massé into it. And the three balls that are on their end rail, first ball must be a ball width off the rail. The second ball is a ball width away, and the third ball is a ball width from that. So you have three balls on the that they have to come through on the one side. He's pinned by two and he's trapped by the ball behind it. A very difficult shot. However, playing pool, a game of pool, in 8-ball or 9-ball, this shot can come up. Very seldom, but a portion or part of the shot can come up, and if you're able to execute this, you're able to escape, make the shot, and make your opponent a little bit upset when he thinks he had you trapped. And he's got the referee checking it right now. This round's going to be over fairly soon. It's going to be a very tight race here. 10 points difference. Could be a 10-point shot coming up here shortly. If he fails to score anything, and if he's able to score, then he won't have to try one of the higher 10-point shots. And he didn't make it on the first attempt. Here we go. Looks like the kid is all set and ready to shoot now. And he just doesn't get the backspin to come in there. He's got his third and final attempt coming up now. He's going to be shooting for 4 points. Be a big difference on his next choice of shots. Is able to make this. Here we go. Oh! Looks like he actually came down and hit the lead ball after he hit the end rail, and it didn't drop the ball in the pocket. All it had to do was make contact that would cause it to fall, and he could have got a score out of that. Didn't make it, and he got a 0 point. Okay, kid's standing there and he's getting ready to pick a shot to see what he's going to come up with. Seems like he's made up his mind. All right, getting into the massé. He's going to be picking a 10-point shot. What he has to do, he's got the cue ball down on the second diamond. He's got the other ball hanging in the front, the opposite part of the side pocket. And what he's going to have to do is massé the cue ball down, and it must come all the way past the ball at the side. And spin back then and make the ball in the side pocket.
What is it?
finish now. Just checking after all those principals asking about too tall. Well, at the moment, playing against Dano, he's down by 7 points, so they're still having a very tight game over there. There could be one shot difference over there. Okay, looks like Jason has changed his mind. What he's going to shoot now is called the rocket massé, coming back to make the other two balls. He has to make the ball next to the cue ball, causes a lot of backspin. Comes up, hits the two balls by the side pocket, making one there, and the other heads on down to the corner pocket. So he has to make all three balls in this shot. And the first ball must be at exactly one chalk width distance. Can't be any closer or farther away. Like Jason's got to hitch up his get along here a little bit as he gets ready to stretch to get up on top of that table. Some people prefer to shoot both these balls froze on the rail. Some prefer to shoot one or the other froze, and some prefer to keep both balls slightly off the rail. There's just how they shoot and how their stroke affects it. And here we go. He had such a powerful draw stroke there, but it bounced off the rail, come out and slightly missed the ball. His first attempt. Second attempt now. He didn't make the ball on the second attempt. That's why he stopped the cue ball. Took a quick glance over at the other table with Dano and Too Tall. They both made the same shot. Dano had picked it. Too Tall came up and made the same shot, so he's still trailing, I believe, by 7 points. Try to keep you guys informed what's going on over there. Even though we don't happen to have a camera set up, you can see that shot. All right, here we go. Michigan kid now shooting his third attempt. And he makes the shot. What a shot that was. What a beautiful shot. That was 8 points for the kid. Made 8 points, which brings him up to 48. So it's 48 to 50 right now. Okay, same shot's going to be performed by his opponent now. The Bulldogs. Contact, made the first ball, made the second ball, but he didn't strike the two balls there by the side block properly, and it's what caused the balls to take off and not go the proper way. So now he's trying his second attempt on this shot, which now is going to be 9 points. And there we go, and he almost executed. Didn't go in. The alignment on that shot was off. He had plenty of power to make the original 2 balls. But you've got to make sure you have that tangent line going the proper way. Once that ball comes back with that massé and hits it, you're not only involved in the power, the tangent line, throw, cling. There's a whole lot of factors that take effect on where the angle of that ball goes. And if you don't line it up properly, you're in trouble. Here he goes. One more try. And he failed to make the shots. Okay. We've got a tight game here, 2-point difference. See what the kid's going to be choosing here. Did a jump over 6 balls and made it on his 3rd attempt. That, I believe, was a 7-point shot that he got for 5. Steve. What shot are they shooting over here? Do you know? Where's that? Man, it looks like this kid made his first shot. It was a 6-point shot he made. So Michigan kid got himself 6 points. And that now takes him up to 54. They call this the snap, crackle, and pop shot. It was named that by Tom Dr. Q. Rossman. He has to jump over the ball, froze on the rail. Looks like we got a 52, and I misquoted the score. While they're checking the shot there, the ball froze on the rail is exactly 3 ball widths away from the edge of the side of the corner pocket. The other ball placed cannot be more than half a ball farther away on either side. You must jump the ball off over the rail shot, hit it and draw back and pull it into the corner pocket. There's a snap of the cue. Crackle as it hits the ball, and the pop as it pops back into it, I guess is how they call that, the snap, crackle, and pop shot. And he jumped the ball, he come back, but he didn't usher it into the rail. You get a little side spin on that when you jump over, and it actually can just hit the ball anywhere. It doesn't have to cut it, and it just pulls it into the rail. Hey, Chris, how you doing out there? Failed to make the shot. He scored 0 off of that one. Alrighty, we got a 50 to 52 race, I believe. At this point, the Michigan Kid is leading. So now we're going to take a look and see which one the kid, or that the Bulldog is going to choose. I'll take a quick check over to the other table where Bookham Dano and Too Tall Abe is shooting to see what they're doing. Let's see what they're shooting over there. Okay, it looks like they're going to be shooting a jump shot over there. Abrams going to be pulling one. He's going to have to jump 7 balls, get the 2 balls over and hit the ball in front of the side pocket, drive the other down into the corner pocket. Okay. He's chosen a 9-point shot where he's approximately a chalk's width away from the ball at the first diamond. Ball at the first diamond is the ball, and an 8 past outside the rail. He clips it, draws the cue off the rail, and it beats the ball to the side pocket, both going in the side pocket. That was his first attempt, made the ball, and he just quite slightly missed it. Looks like Abe made his jump shot over in the other table. Now Dano's going to have to shoot it. Okay, here we go. See if he can make this one on his second attempt. He's now shooting for 8 points. And he missed the shot there. He's got one more try. Try to see if he can get it on there. Yeah, we sure miss seeing it here, Chris. Chris is one of our artistic pool shots, very top-notch pool player in his own right. We'll see him next time. All right, here we go. On the 3rd attempt. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, and he got a little too much draw that time, so he got 0 points out of that. All right, here we go. See which one that Michigan Kid's going to take now. That's the first attempt for the kid as well. It's the same shot. He's going to try to make it, and it'll make it a lot tougher. The Bulldog to come up, forcing the Bulldog to shoot a 10-point shot if the kid gets this. And now the kid has a 2-point lead. That's his second attempt he's missed. He's going to have to try to make it one more time. Now, if he makes it, he's only going to get 7 points. Okay, looks like the kid decided he wanted to try that shot from the opposite side of the table now. And he didn't quite make the shot again. And the kid got 0. Okay, looks like we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back while they're deciding what the next shot is. We're still waiting for him to pick up the shot. I see Dano finally made the shot that Too Tall had picked. It was a jump shot, and Too Tall had made it on the first, and Dano looked like he made it on his third. So there's 2 points that Too Tall's picked up. For your information here, we've got about 3 shots left on our match here that you're watching. Keeping a very, very close match here. But it won't be long if someone scores one that it's going to be impossible to win. This shot you're seeing here now is it. This shot has been around for a long time. You see Minnesota Fats used to use this shot all the time. It's in Pool Hall Junkies. And he makes it on his first attempt. What a shot. What a shot. That was an 8-point shot, by the way, that he made on his first attempt. And that could be a big turnaround there. Jason doesn't make it. This is in the bank and kick category, if you're keeping track here. Looks like we may be having some buffering issues. I hope it's not too bad out there. Okay, the kid missed it on his first attempt. Now he's going to be shooting it for 7 points. Chose this shot today, Chris, and I was able to make it on my second attempt. Okay, looks like Michigan kid missed it on his second attempt. Big shot coming up for him now. Big shot, a lot of pressure. Kid is good at handling pressure. We're waiting for a kid to shoot this shot. Let you know, Too Tall on the other is lining up a shot. It's one of his favorite shots, the machine gun massé. And he missed the shot on his third attempt. He got 0. A great try, though. Great try. Okay. So now the score, I believe, is 52-58 in favor of the Bulldog.
Right now the score is 52-58 in favor of Bill. Jason Lynch has one shot to kick right here. The last shot of the match.
52 to 58. One shot can be the difference here on this shot. Looking over at the other one, it looks like Dano leads 64 to 60 over Too Tall. So Too Tall is going to go ahead and shoot the machine gun massé. I'll tell you one thing, Too Tall loves this shot that he's getting ready to shoot. We use it in our shows back here in San Diego. It is a really nice looking shot. You see it on ESPN and TV all the time. You see it everywhere. It goes up and he just smokes the shot. Too Tall says he wasn't happy with it, but it went. I chose that shot out there on mine and was able to make it on my first attempt. It's not a real difficult shot, but it is a very fancy looking shot. Looks great on TV. It looks great for anybody. It's a good shot to do. You're seeing the setup but not the shot. Well, if you're seeing the setup and not the shot, I'm going to have to try to give you a little visual verbally, so you'll have to, as they're working on it, just to let you know. All right, here we go. The kid is going to be shooting a 10-point shot here. Well, it looks like kid's went ahead and he's changing his shot. He was taking a stroke shot. It was a 10-pointer. Or he would whip it into the corner, but now he's going to take something else. It looks like he's broke out the rack and used the rack. Now he's going to shoot jumping out of the rack. Jump and draw. We call it the out of the rack shot. This shot for the kid should be a very makeable shot, especially with the kid's power that he has. He's out of the rack, draws back into the ball and makes it. First attempt. Part of that shot is it cannot strike the rack when it leaves. It can hit the rack on the way back, but it can't strike the rack on the way out. That's a 9-point shot. The kid got his 9 points and at this moment is leading 61 to 58. Now, if this shot is made, I believe that's going to be the match for Bulldog winning.
Very exciting here, very exciting. He gets ready for his shot. No score on that one. He hit the rack on the way out. For your information on the other table at this moment, Too Tall leads 67-64. He's got Dano's going to be shooting the machine gun shot. Here we go, second attempt. Hit the rack again. All right. Third and final attempt. He's trailing 58-61. He must make this shot in order to avoid being eliminated. Dano on the other table has just missed his first attempt. No, he hit the rack. Michigan Kid has won his match and goes on. He won it 61-58. Great job of shooting. We're gonna stay with you here to let you know what's going on over on the other table because they're at their last spot, I believe, as well. And then we're going to take the second round here. It'll be picking up here shortly. I would say probably within the next 15 or so minutes. They both are going to get 2 5-minute warm-ups, too, coming in. Here we go. Dano's making another attempt. I'm sorry you can't see it, so I'm going to... And Dano made the shot, brought it up and made the shot on his second attempt, which now gives him a total of 67 for Diaz, Mr. Too Tall himself, and Paul Bookham Dano has reached 70. So there is a 3-point deficit for Too Tall. They are not through at this time. They still have another, looks like another shot to shoot over there at least. Let me check and find out. Turn my sound off. Take a commercial. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break while we check and find out how many more shots are left on that other table. Enjoy the commercial and we'll be back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Katie Witham with Inside Pool Extreme News. I'm here at the 2010 Super Billiards Expo. I'm here with Corey Duell. How are you doing in the tournament so far?
Pretty good. I got pretty fortunate to win my last match. Chris Bartram was my opponent, and we had a pretty good match. He made a couple unforced errors he might not have usually made, and I skated through.
So how long have you been playing pool? That's what I like to ask everybody. How long have you been playing?
It's a good question. I've been playing, I guess, 16 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. That is. And I imagine you love it. It's passion. Your passion. Yeah.
Very good game. I like it. Yep.
Yeah.
It's always interesting. I'm always learning new things. It seems like every day. So.
And have you been to this expo before?
Yes, I've been here every year since I was, I think, 14 years old. I won the juniors. It was my first junior tournament. I won it here.
Well, great. Thanks so much. And for more videos, games, and downloads, go to InsidePoolMag.com.
Since 1975, McDermott Cue has consistently raised the performance standards for what billiard players expect from a high-performance cue. Introducing the highest evolution in shaft technology. Our new G-Core shaft features a triple-layer design which reduces vibration.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Okay, here we go. It looks like Dano just scored out of the rack on his first attempt, which is a 9-pointer. Really
putting the pressure on Too Tall. Too Tall with a 3-point deficit. It's going to have to make this shot. I believe they'll have one shot after that, so it could get down to A, making the shot, and B, then Too Tall going ahead and making the shot himself. It's going to come down to the last shot over there as well, just so you know. Steve, people asking about Steve. Steve will be coming up here on the next round. He's going to be shooting Dr. Q, Tom Rawson. I will do that. I'll be sure and let Steve know Chris says hi, that you're watching. He was just standing a little close to me. I was trying to see if he heard me, but he didn't act like he heard what I said. I'll tell him you said good luck, Eric. All right, Too Tall's getting ready to shoot out of the rack. That's one of his favorite shots. He's out of the rack, coming back down. He come down and soaked it, made it. He went about 2/3 of the way up the table, past the side pocket, came all the way back. And just so you know, I was in his first round. When he shot that shot, he tried it 3 times and he failed to make it, but he come back and made it. It is one of his better shots. Okay, here we go. Score is 79, it looks like, by...
Score right now stands Paul Dano 79.
Paul Dano. Too Tall is 76. He's trailing by 3 points.
No, you made you each, right. He made the first, he makes the second and the third, and then it
They're
goes
trying to determine who makes the second pick.
he did the first, second, you. Basically, it goes in from Paul, Paul,
Okay, while they're still checking to find out, we're going to take another quick commercial, and then we'll give you an update of what's going on. Enjoy the commercial. Be right back.
Abram, Paul, Paul, Abram. No.
Introducing the McDermott Gambler Pro Tour, the premier Southeast Billiards Tour. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Tennessee. Thousands to be won. Open 9-ball, amateur 9-ball, ladies 9-ball. Log on to gamblerprotour.com for more information. Don't miss playing and minimizes shaft distortion. The patented Intimidator iShaft series incorporates a full-length carbon fiber core that results in the most radical consistent shaft on the market, from our ball-breaking big boy shaft to the surgical precise i3 shaft. McDermott Q. Hardcore performance for hardcore players.
Hi there, I'm Coach from San Diego here, and we're at the Crown Q's booth, and I'm talking with Megan here from New Jersey. We're going to take a look and see what Megan's got in her Q case. Let's take a look at that case, Megan. We may find quite a few things in here you don't know that they carry in a cue case, so bear with us. If anything's going to bite me in here, do I have to? We have to call. Oh. All right, what we have here, cue holder. Uh-oh. Here's her secret pouch. Up, she's got a couple of cards in here. Very nice card right here. And coming in, we've got a little scraper, a tip cleaner, piece of chalk.
Your hands are getting dirty.
Oh, I'm getting this is the good stuff, the white stuff. Let's see what it. Now we're going to get to some cues and see what we've got here. Enter cues. What kind of cues do you use, Megan?
I have a Steve Dunkel custom cue.
Steve Dunkel custom cues. Here we go. Very nice looking cue here. Megan, how long have you shot in league?
About 2.5 years.
And you're shooting in the APA?
I was in the Women's Open last night, and I'm doing some minis tonight, 9 ball.
And how did you do?
Pretty well.
All
I
right.
lost, but I did pretty well. I'm very proud of how I shot.
Well, I hope you enjoy yourself and do great in your competition tonight.
Good luck.
Good luck to you too, Megan.
Oh, hey, Coach, how you doing?
Hey, how we doing there, Mr. Kidd? And congratulations on winning that round, getting ready to go into the next semifinal, I believe it is, isn't it?
I appreciate it. Tough match there.
And that sure was a tough match. I could see the sweat coming off over there.
Oh, man, Gilbert Olson's a heck of a competitor. I can't believe I snuck by him, and that's what it was, a sneak by him.
I saw both of you shooting shots and not being able to execute a couple of them that you guys are just known for. And I could tell the pressure was just getting in there.
Well, I'm actually surprised. I wanted to pick a stroke shot on the last shot, and what had happened was I already picked a stroke shot for one of my picks at the end of the match, and in our format, and I had actually forgotten about this, that you can't pick two shots from the same discipline when you get to the end of the match where you're picking your own shots.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried a jump massé shot, and a little wary about it because I actually missed that shot all 3 attempts in the preliminary rounds. So
I was wondering what was going on over there for a little bit.
I think what it was, and I overheard a little bit of conversation over the other table that basically they had a question about whose pick it was, not so much the scoring. It was whose pick.
Whose turn it was to make the pick and the choice.
Right, exactly. So like to send a hi out there to the chat room. We've got Chris Woodrum. We call it Tricky Shot. One of my good friends and trick shot artist. So we've got Chris on the chat room. So I wish you were out here, Chris. We'll see you at the next event, I'm sure. But next round's coming up right at 6 o'clock, and enter the arena. You can probably see Tom Rossman sneaking in there.
And it kind of lets you know that they're still working on
My
the
guy?
points over there. They should have probably one shot left that they're going to have to choose. And there is a 3-point difference between Too Tall and Dano.
I think they're going to rock, paper, scissors for it.
Something like that.
That's what we should do. You think we can get the artistic pool board if we get a tie to do rock, paper, scissors?
It should. I mean,
I like it.
Definitely a good tiebreaker. I don't see a problem with that.
We'll run that by Tom Rossman.
Sure. What you probably missed over there, it was kind of entertaining. If you remember last year, Too Tall, when he went to shoot the machine gun shot, how powerful he was. Then that's his favorite shot, and he did do it. This time he got up and he shot it. Looked like a very soft shot, but he was able to execute it right on the first attempt. I thought that was rather entertaining. And he didn't make the jump out of the rack shot during the regular scoring. He got up and nailed it this time on his first attempt. He went 3/4 of the length of the table down and sucked it back up to make it, which kept him in this tournament. So that's kind of, I think he's shooting rather well for his first playoff, and Dano was just shooting outstanding over there. It's too bad that we couldn't see both tables. We'll just have to, I'm trying to let you know, I'm trying to keep track of both tables, let the audience know out there what's going on, even though they can't watch it.
That's a very good idea.
Video radio. So
video radio? Yeah.
Video radio over there.
You know, now, the funny thing about that is Andy Siegel a while ago said he did a trick shot show over the radio.
I bet that was it.
Yeah.
He probably didn't miss a shot, did he?
Well, knowing Andy, he missed a couple.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. No, it's actually at a radio station. They were asking if he could do some trick shots over the radio. So they actually described the shot over the radio, and he was shooting them. Thank you. Yep. Gilbert Olson, great tournament. Come into the playoff rounds in 5th position. Yeah. In 5th position. So congratulations to Gilbert Olson on a great tournament, great competitor, and a great ambassador for the sport.
He sure is. He sure is. You want to say something? Hold on just one
Here, we've got Gilbert here.
Hey everyone, this is Gil Olson. I just want to thank everyone for viewing, and you got to give a good hand to Jason. He's a great competitor, and you know, he's one of my idols. You know, it's one of the reasons I got into the sport. Is Jason, and he's got a fantastic stroke. You should, you know, if you get a chance, visit his website and you know, help support Artistic Pool whenever you can. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Gil. That was really great. One thing you got to understand in our artistic pool, we're not only great competitors, we're great friends.
Yeah, I already have.
We all care about each other and enjoy the great competition
And
with everybody.
just a remark about Gilbert. Gilbert actually was the recipient of one of our sportsmanship awards here at the Masters, and that's an award that's voted on by his peers, the players that are in the tournament along with him. And you know, there's a lot of individuals in these tournaments, and a lot of them, you know, would give you anything off their back, borrow a cue, but Gilbert is one of the ones that every tournament is in the running and would be very deserving of any sportsmanship award. I'm sure it's something that he cherishes. So, thank you, Gilbert.
It looks like.
And I'm going to go take a break because I got to play again at 7:30.
You better get a little break.
Yeah, I got Nickolitis.
Get some of that pressure off. I'm watching now down the line up to the last shot over there.
I got to go find a cue maker that makes baseball bats. I think that's about the only way we're going to knock Nick out. Just kidding. So, guys, have fun, and
congratulations again.
And, thanks on the chat to everybody out in Michigan, and thanks, Angie, for the proud of you. So we'll see you guys at 7:30, and wish us luck.
There we go. I'm going to try to keep you updated on the other. turning off one mic. We're not sure which mic we've got off. We'd like to, may have to ask you, can you?
Come on, baby, hit it.
Paul, that's 8.
Okay, we're taking a look here. I'm still trying to see. Are you getting any responses? Anybody out there hear what I'm saying? Real quickly, somebody give me an answer and we'll see if this mic is turned on or if it's the other mic. Off to see now. You can hear me. Somebody said they can hear me. Great. Okay, then hopefully we got the right mic on and the right correct mic turned off. Well, it looks like it's still not over there because I see Abe over there lining up the shot. And we're changing technicians now. Turn it up. I can barely hear you, they say. We're going to try to get this working here. We changed mics just to let the technician know and everybody out there are not mics. Cutting it down to one headset, and we're trying to make sure that we have the right headset that I have on turned on so you can hear me better. And I'm just in rambling right now, so if anybody can hear us, we made some adjustments. Do you hear us better now? Please sure and let us know. Give me a little type up. Let me know. Okay, you hear us fine, or can't hear it. Turn it up. Of course, if you can't hear me, you can't tell me you can't turn it up because it would be very quiet out there. How are we doing there? It seems okay. Getting better, he says. Getting better. Coach is getting louder. Well, our coach is always loud, so. Okay, looks like Abe's getting ready to. He's made a choice over there. Let me see if I can see the shot. Okay, that's good. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to let you know what's going on over at the table. All righty. Abe turns around and makes 5 rails, 2 balls. Trying to make and execute the shot. Make the 3rd ball, and he didn't quite make it. So take a look at what the score over there is. 87 to 76 right now. Dano leads. 9-point difference, so I know the shot. Tall is taking must be a 9-point shot, 14-point shot. He's either trying to catch up or take the lead. He's going to have to score. Okay, just to let you know, Abe is setting up the shot again, and while that's going on, when you're watching TV, the 5-minute warm-up is going to be taking place, and you see Steve on there now warming up, getting ready to practice. They get 5 minutes practice here, just so you know, and he'll do his 5 minutes, and then we'll have the Dr. Q, sitting over there, ready to go, Mr. Tom Rossman. All right, Abe's getting ready to shoot his next shot now. And he executes the shot. Just to let you know. He's jumped up and down and almost hit the ceiling, but that's all right. That's why we call him Too Tall. At 6'5", that is a tall drink of water. In my case, a tall can of beer. But okay, let's see what that brings the score up to. 87-83. Paul Dano is in the lead right now. There's a 4-point deficit. Uh-huh. Okay. Leave me off a second. I'm going to go get the bio sheets. Or wait a minute, no, I've got them here. Let me find the bio. I got one bio sheet. Triple C is up. Okay. I got a little bio to help with him. And Tom Rossman is just not enough to say about him.